He's standing at around, well, they're all three standing really at around the 20-25 yard line.
Tanner is a speedster who has been moved to linebacker the last couple of weeks. They may move him back to tailback after the injury to Willis, but Tanner may be as fast or maybe a half a step faster than Deshaun Willis. So if he gets football, you might look for some good things out of him, number 22.
And Madison County lines up looking like they're going to kick this thing onside to start off with.
When you're 0-6 and going nowhere, you might as well let it hang out.
Pull all the tricks, pull all the punches, and let her rip and see what happens. All right, John Bridges will be doing the kicking for Madison County, and they're lined up for an onside kick.
He's angled toward the left hash mark, the ball at the right hash mark at the 40-yard line.
And it is a little lob kick. And Winder-Barrow will catch it at about the 25-yard line, or 35-yard line rather, and that's about where they'll wrap it up right there. So that was one of those little mortar shot kicks. You're not kicking it deep, you're kicking it short, but you kick it to one side, and it's same effect as an onside kick, except actually sometimes it's even more effective because if it comes down right behind the front line, there's a possibility somebody won't cover it. In this case, we did cover it.
Chris Harris did not call for a fair catch that time. I thought he might, and hopefully these up people on that kickoff return team will remember as the night goes on, you can call for the fair catch.
All right, lining up at the tailback position is Chris Harris for Winder-Barrow. Pope and Harris are the running backs. There's a snap, going to give it to, that's not even Pope in there. Hang on a second.
That's Patrick Adamson.
Yeah, Patrick Adamson's lined up at the fullback. And Patrick on the ball on the carry there, and we'll see where they spotted. He might have gotten a yard or two. So give him a couple of yards on the gain. So, well, they just completely blew our theory on the running back situation.
You remember Brian Pope was hurt last week. He had a bad neck.
That's right, I forgot about that.
He has not done much in practice this week and is not starting the ball game.
Well, I see him standing on the sidelines, but he is not starting the game. So we're without both starting running backs in this game. Back to pass, Musser in trouble, and he'll be sacked way back at around the 27-yard line. About a 7 or 8 yard loss there. A blitzing linebacker came in, nobody picked him up. And Musser never had a chance to get rid of it. So it's a third down and long situation. And there you go back to the situation where you got an 0-6 football team. They will stunt, they will blitz, they'll do whatever it takes to try to get a win. A lot of times that 0-6 team is a lot more dangerous than playing a 3-3 team. I formation behind Musser, 2 men split to the near side. There's a snap and a flag down. He's going to give it to the first man through. That's Adamson. Adamson will get up close to the, well, let's say across the 30 to about the 32 or 33 yard line. But we'll have to wait and see what the flag is here. Well, the officials are discussing it among themselves right now. We have an illegal motion against Winder-Barrow. They will now talk it over with Madison County to see what they have, whether they want to take the penalty or the play. And they may take the play. If they take the play, it's a 4th down, and the Bulldogs will be punting it away. It was declined, so it's 4th down, and the Bulldogs will send in the punting crew. And Madison County will send somebody back to receive the punt. And going back to receive that punt will be number 3, Steven Sanders. And he'll be standing just inside his 30-yard line. Everett comes in to kick it away for the Bulldogs.
I'm surprised we have not seen Jarvis Champion at the fullback at all this year. He played some of that spot last year.
Short snap, but he got it, picks it up, kicks it. Not a real long kick. Going to come down at the 40, take a good bounce, though, and roll inside the 35 down to about the 32-yard line. So a pretty good punt in the long run after the roll. And Madison County will go on offense on their own 33-yard line where they're going to spot it.
And they did not rush the punter at all. They set up the return all the way.
And Coach Beggs going down the line talking to his players on the sideline.
Look at this.
We got, what have we got? Shotgun lining up way back there. Back to pass, quarterback rolling out to the near side, looking, and they will tackle him about to the line of scrimmage. It didn't get much. That was an interesting formation there. They had the quarterback who was lined up about 8 or 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Nobody else in the backfield. Everybody split out all over the place. Now they're doing the same thing again, except everybody's lined up on the near side, and they're pulling all the gadget plays out of the book here now. Quarterback back to pass looking, throws it, it'll be intercepted. Winder-Barrow picks it off at about the 42-yard line.
That's Adam Clack.
Clack with the interception there. They ran 2 plays, and neither one of them looked like football plays.
No, that was really strange. And it's not just a shotgun. He's deeper than punt formation back there.
Yeah. He was a good 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage on both plays. And on that play, the only one in front of him was the center. Everybody else was lined up on the near sideline. But either way, the interception, the Bulldogs go back on offense. They've got the ball at the Madison County 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for Winder-Barrow. Musser brings him up to the line, and we have the clock stopped. What do we got here? Winder-Barrow calls a timeout here. So the Bulldogs call a timeout fairly early in the game here. We're just getting going good. We've got 9:24 to go in the first quarter. Let's take a 30-second break. More football. Well, we've got a new backfield in there. Deshaun Willis is in at tailback. They've also got Hudson in there at a running back position. And let's see, who else is that? It's Adamson. So you've got Adamson, Hudson, and Willis lined up in the backfield behind the quarterback. There's a snap, going to give it to Willis. Willis loses the football, and Madison County's going to recover it. Deshaun Willis, I don't think he ever really had a good handle on it from the time he took the handoff. And Madison County picks up a Winder-Barrow turnover, and the Raiders have the ball now on the 45-yard line. Actually, just shy of the 45-yard line. So here come the Raiders now.
I've seen Halloween parties that were prettier than this.
Now they're going to line up in a traditional type, football type formation here. 2 men in the backfield, 1 in the slot, 1 split to each side. There's a snap. Going to give it to the fullback, and he'll get... Well, actually, the quarterback kept it, and he lost a couple of yards on the play. Quarterback is number 3, Steven Sanders. And he's going to lose a couple of yards on that play. So let's see. Now they have actually 2 offensive plays for a net of -2 yards so far, and 1 interception. They'll line up in a double slot formation this time. 1 man in the backfield, 1 in each slot, 1 split to each side. Now the snap, going to give it to, quarterback going to keep it again, and they'll meet him again behind the line. And again, he will lose yardage.
Good defensive play by the right side over there. That's Adamson getting up along with Ramson Witt and number 70, Kejo Hillman.
Actually, no loss on the play, but no gain either, so it's 3rd down and about 11 or 12. And here come the Raiders up to the line. Trying to get the names and numbers on these running backs they've got in there. 2 in the backfield, 1 in the slot, 1 split to each side. There's a snap. Giving it to the first man through, and he will go down, and he will lose a yard or 2 there. What? 15. Number 15 is Kirk, Brad Kirk, on the carry that time. And a loss on the play of about a yard. It's 4th down and a full 12 now. And Madison County will have to kick it away. Jeremy Minish comes in to kick it for the Raiders. And I believe that's Michael Reynolds standing back deep to receive, standing around the 25-yard line. There's a snap and a kick, and this one's going to bounce in front of him, and he's just going to need to get away from that one. It takes a good roll for Madison County down to about the 15 or 16-yard line, so the Bulldogs have a long way to go right there on offense.
Good kick that time, and you can tell Michael Reynolds, after the terrific game he had last week, wants to return a punt.
He had a very good game returning punts last week. One was 70 yards for a touchdown.
And the other was 44 yards to set up a touchdown.
Yep. All right, Bulldogs offense brings it up to the line. They still have Deshaun Willis in at the tailback position. And let me see who the other 2 running backs are in there. They are Adamson again. Give his to Willis, and Willis gets up across the 15, about the 17-yard line. Hudson and Adamson, the other 2 running backs in the backfield.
We saw Jamie Hudson last week, buddy.
Do what?
We saw Jamie Hudson at that power back a lot last week, and he's in there again tonight.
Give him about 2 yards on the carry. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Bulldogs. And they'll bring it up to the line here. One man split wide to the near side, one wide to the far side. They'll just go with 2 men in the backfield this time. And they are Hudson and the give is to Hudson. No, it's not Hudson, it's Adamson. Adamson gets across the 20 to about the 21, 22 yard line. Gain of a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Give him 3 on the carry. Call it 3rd down and 5. And we'll see what the Bulldogs decide to do with a 3rd down conversion coming up here.
And obviously this is earlier than I thought we'd see Deshaun Willis. And we'll see how healthy he is as the ball game goes along and whether he gets that ankle kicked.
There's a snap. Give it to Willis. Willis is going to be hit behind the line and not going to go very far. And the Bulldogs will bring in the punting team again. He's moving a lot better than he was last week, but he's still got just a slight bit of a limp there. All right, Everett's going to be standing at around his 5-yard line, and we're losing the battle slowly of field position here. Madison County quarterback Sanders is standing back around his 45-yard line waiting for the punt. There's a snap and the kick. They almost got to him.
Partially blocked.
And it will bounce around, and Madison County is going to have excellent field position. And they will get that field position at the inside the 40 at about the 38-yard line. As Danny said, the blocker got a hand on the ball at least, so it was partially blocked. 1st and 10 for Madison County, their best field position of the night. Now let's see if they can muster any offense. Sanders brings them up to the line. Cowart, Patterson, and Kirk are the running backs. Long snap count for Sanders. There's a snap. Going to give it to, going to keep it himself and pitch it out on the option. They're going to chase him around the corner, and he'll get fumble, but it was after the play apparently. So gain of about a yard or 2 on the play, maybe. It looked like number 6, Cowart, was the ball carrier.
Ramson Witt on the stop.
Well, they start a little less than a yard, not quite a full yard on the play. It's 2nd down and a long 9. And the Raiders will bring it up to the line. Again, Cowart, Kirk, and Patterson are the running backs. Sanders the quarterback. Cowart goes in motion, pitches to Cowart. He tries to go around the end. They wrap him up behind the line, and he's going to lose a yard there.
This defense picking up where they left off last week in that second half against Stevens County, where they held the Indians to 2 first downs in the second half, and they are really playing emotional football here early.
They really got stingy in that second half last week. I mean, Stevens County, a high-powered offense, and they basically shut them down in the second half. 3rd down and about 10 and a half, actually, now for Madison County. Sanders brings them up to the line. They line up with 2 in the backfield, 1 in the slot, and 1 on each side split out. There's a snap. Going to give it to the tailback. He's got a little running room in there. They will bring him down, and he's going to be close to 1st down yardage. He may have it. That was Kirk. Brad Kirk on the carry that time. He's going to be short of the 1st down. So a big 4th down play coming up for Madison County. Yeah, it looks like they'll go for it with 4th down. If you punt it here, it goes into the end zone, and you only end up with a 10-yard turnaround. So 4-down territory, basically. And here come the Raiders. When you're 0-6, you will take those 4th down and short yardage situations. Sanders brings him up to the line. Double slot formation for the Raiders. They'll just try the quarterback sneak straight ahead, and it'll depend on the spot. Looks like he might have it, though. Well, let's see where they spot the football. They may have to measure here. Looks like they're going to measure it. It's that close.
Looks like he's got it, though.
Well, I'm not so sure. I don't think he's got it.
Let's hope not.
Let's see here. Well, they stretch the chain out, and he does have it. Okay. Your eyesight better than mine. First down.
3:13 to play in the first period. No score in the ball game.
And Madison County with the football on Winder-Barrow's 28-yard line. And they've got their first down of the game.
First down by either team in the game.
Right. Neither team has a first down until now. All right, Raiders bring it up to the line. Sanders with a double slot formation behind him. Again, long snap count for the Raiders. There they go with a snap, and they hit him behind the line. He was hit right as he got the ball. Kirk, the ball carrier, and he took the ball in one split second, was met, I believe, by Kejo Hillman.
Deshaun Willis, rather not Deshaun, Ramson Witt also around there.
So a loss on the play of about a yard, just second down 11 for Madison County. Move it back to the 29.
They've only run 2 plays that's got plus yardage.
This is true.
Out of about 8.
All right, they have a second down and 11 situation here. Double slot formation for the Raiders. Snap, back to pass, looking, Sanders in trouble, throws it, and it will be incomplete.
Good pressure that time by number 67 for the Bulldogs, who might have hit his arm as he threw.
That's Andy Teal, defensive lineman there, or defensive, apparently. That's what it says, defensive lineman. He was pretty good ways back to be a defensive lineman.
Which is good job by Andy, because number 12 was wide open underneath that coverage.
All right, third down and 11 now for the Raiders. And we'll see if they go back to a passing situation here. They line up with 2 men in the backfield, 1 in the slot. Sanders looks over the defense. Slot man goes in motion. There's a snap. They give it to the first man through, and he'll dive forward for a good chunk, but he's going to be shy of the first down. And another fourth down play coming up for the Raiders. That was number 15, Kirk, on the carry. And he's down to about the 23-yard line. And he's got to get inside the 20 down to about the 18 for the first down.
They got to try to kick it.
Going for a field goal here. Let's see. Now we have the officials stopping the clock. Winder-Barrow's going to take a timeout. And this will be the second timeout for Winder-Barrow. Or would appear to be that they are about to reach for a field goal attempt here. The ball will be placed on the 39-yard line. It's a 49-yard attempt for the Madison County Red Raiders.
And yes, this is within John Bridges' range. He is a fine field goal kicker.
And we will see what happens here. There's a snap, they bobbled it, and Winder-Barrow recovers it, so there will be no field goal. The snap came back, was a little bit hot, and the holder juggled it, couldn't corral it, and Winder-Barrow recovered the loose football.
Couldn't tell who it was, fell on it. Robert Armour. Number
Robert
6.
Armour. You got to be able to know that code. So Robert Armour recovering the fumble for Winder-Barrow. Bulldogs back on offense now. They'll line up in the I formation. And let's see. Running back. Got a new set of running backs. Adamson still in there. They give his to Adamson. He's up close to the 30-yard line. And the other running back in there was number 4, Harris. So the Bulldogs doing a little changing up in the backfield there. Give them about 3.5 on the play. Call it second down and 7 now for the Bulldogs here. Ball right on the 30-yard line. Again, Adamson and Harris in the backfield. Caleb Musser, the quarterback. There's a snap. Going to give it to Adamson. Adamson tripped up as he crossed the line, and he might get a yard or two there, and that's about it. He had a good hole to go through, but somebody dove out there and grabbed those ankles and pulled him down right as he was hitting the line.
35 seconds to play in the first period, and still no score here at Homecoming 97.
A third down and a long 4, almost 5 for the Bulldogs here. I formation behind Musser. One man split out to each side. There's a snap. Going to pitch it back now to Harris. Harris tries to get to the outside. He's across the 30, 32, 33-yard line where they wrap him up and bring him down right there. And he's going to be short of the first down, and the Bulldogs will have to kick it away again. Still, I believe, only one first down between both teams here in this quarter. And that is the end of the quarter right there. No score in the football game.
I don't rightly know.
You don't rightly know. Okay. All right, let's see where we are here. Winder-Barrow with a 4th down and about 3 or 4, more like 3. And the Bulldogs will have to kick it away because they're in their own territory, down around their own 33-yard line, but with a chance to try to get back some of this field position they've been losing on these kicks. Everett stands in there ready. The last one was partially blocked, so we'll see what happens this time. There's a snap, and the kick, nobody coming. That's a short one, though. It's going off the side of his foot. It's going to hit and bounce at about the 50-yard line, and it'll roll across the 50 to about the 48 of Madison County. And the Bulldogs will touch it down right there. And Madison County goes back on offense at their own 48-yard line.
With Brian Pope and Deshaun Willis both on the sidelines early in this ball game, Winder-Barrow started the ball game offensively with Caleb Musser had 49 yards rushing coming in. Adamson had 12, and Chris Harris had 52. So about 100 yards of offense on the field and 900 yards on the sideline.
Scary, isn't it? Double slot formation for Madison County to give it to the fullback, and he dives across the 50 to about the 48 of Winder-Barrow. About a 3-yard gain on the play. Ball carrier was number 15, Kirk again. Brad Kirk, apparently the workhorse for Madison County. He got 3 yards on that play. Well, actually more like 2.5. And still Madison County winning the field position, but nobody has any points on the board. 2 men in the backfield, 1 in the slot, 1 split to each side now for the Raiders. Sanders, the quarterback. Man goes in motion. He's going to pitch it to the motion man coming around this side. He's across 50, hit there, and taken back, and a good defensive play there.
Robert Armour on the stop. He recovered a fumble last time Madison County had the football, and he is really continuing to play well.
Apparently Tony Patterson on the carry that time for Madison County. Gain of about a yard on the play. No, actually it's back where it was. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 7 still. Sanders brings him up to the line. Double slot formation this time. Long snap, camp, motion man. They'll give it to, back to pass. Looking, and it's incomplete. The flag comes down.
Got to be interference.
And they're going to get up for interference there.
And Kerry West is saying incidental contact, and I think he's probably got a case. But his feet got hung up with the receiver, and the receiver went down.
Well, first of all, on the wide receiver, there's a 5-yard zone that you can make contact. It just so happened that he threw the ball before he got out of that 5-yard zone. And there again, I don't think it was anything intentional. They just sort of ran into each other, but watching where the ball was going. At any rate, it's going to be a big 1st down for Madison County, and it puts them deeper in Winder-Barrow territory. They've got the ball at Winder-Barrow's 34-yard line now. Double slot formation. Actually, penalty yardage may be ahead of both offenses right now. Double slot formation. Sanders, the quarterback, looks over the defense. Man comes in motion. Give it to the fullback. There's a loose football. Scramble for it. Winder-Barrow says they have it. And they do. Bulldogs recover a Madison County fumble. And the Bulldogs will go back on offense.
Robert Armour recovered another one.
That's 2 now for Robert, isn't it?
Yep.
Not that we're counting or keeping score or anything.
And the defense continuing to come up with the big plays, and so far no offense at all.
And pretty much that goes for both teams.
Yep, on either side of the ball.
All right, Bulldogs bring it up to the line. Pope is in at the fullback position now. And it may be Willis. Yeah, it is. It's Willis. We got the starting backfield in there to give us to Willis. Willis around the corner up to the 40, 43, 44-yard line. About a 9-yard carry by Willis.
But that's the first time we've seen Deshaun in 2 weeks run with any authority. He may be getting a little bit more confident on that ankle.
I tell you, you get an ankle injury, even if it's totally healed, it takes you a while to finally get up the courage to actually go back and put weight on it again. So hopefully he's getting that back. And this is the first time we've seen Pope in the football game. 2nd down and 1 yard. Willis got 9 on the previous play. Pope and Willis in the backfield. There's a snap. Going to give it to Pope. He's got the first down. Coming this way, 50. He's going around the corner, down to the 40, and he'll run him out of bounds at about the 36-yard line.
Deshaun Willis on the carry, and we said he is starting to look more comfortable and more confident on that ankle. That time was a very good example of that.
It's amazing what the difference is out there with the experience. Not to take anything away from the younger running backs, they're going to be very fine running backs in the future. And it's good to get them some experience. Matter of fact, they will probably play some more. I wouldn't think that we would see these two in here running a very long time. I formation on a 1st and 10 play. There's a snap. Give is to Pope. Pope is across the 30, and one guy grabs him around the ankles and brings it down at about the 27-yard line. And you notice the other Winder-Barrow players being very protective of their running backs there. Both of these players coming off of injuries. And they don't want to see anything else happen to them. About 9 yards on the carry that time for Pope. And it'll be 2nd down and about a yard.
And with this lineup healthy, Winder-Barrow can handle Madison County.
Definitely. There's a snap. And the give is to Pope, and he's going to have the first down as he dives down to about the 25-yard line.
That is 2 first downs in the drive, the first 2 first downs of the ball game, and we have to mention that this is the first time in the ball game Winder-Barrow's had their starting backfield in there at the same time.
You think that might be a coincidence?
I think probably that would be the reason for the 2 first down.
Could be, could be. Bulldogs bring it up to the line. They've got one man split wide to each side. I formation behind the quarterback. Musser with the snap. Back to pass, looking, throws it complete, and a vicious hit at around the 18-yard line, and he held on to it.
Oh, what a catch by Patrick Lackey in traffic.
Great catch. He caught the ball, concentrating on it, held on to it, and got hit hard, but a good reception for about 7 yards there. Well, call it 6 yards. Call it 2nd down and 4 now. I formation for the Bulldogs. They will split 2 out to the far side this time. There's a snap. Back to pass. Nope. Looking, rolling out. And Musser just going to have to swallow that one.
Looked like a busted play that time. Everybody went right, and Caleb thought somebody was coming left.
So it's 3rd down. No loss on the play. Managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. But that one did well. Actually, may have lost a yard. They moved it back now to just about the 20-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and a long 4, almost 5.
7:17 to play in the first half. Still no score, but Winder-Barrow with their biggest scoring threat, their only scoring threat of the night. Madison County has not threatened yet. Well, they did line up for the field goal. They got down there close. So I guess that would be considered a threat.
I believe so, yeah. Go with the power I formation. There's a snap. Going to give it to the tailback, Willis. Willis breaks across the 20-15. He's going to score. Touchdown. Deshaun Willis.
Welcome back.
Yeah, definitely. Boy, did we miss that. Deshaun Willis breaks into the open and scores the touchdown. The Bulldogs are on the board and lead by a score of 6-0. They'll line up now for the extra point attempt. And let's see here. Okay, I was checking. Musser was not coming off now. He's coming on off the field. So they'll try to kick the extra point here.
And Deshaun, obviously, buddy, looks like completely comfortable on that ankle. He was tentative on his first couple of carries, and I think he's now decided it's not going to hurt him. He's going to run.
Borders for the extra point attempt. There's a snap. It's a little high. They bring it down. Put the kick up. And the kick is good. So with 6:53 to go in the first half, Winder-Barrow breaks on top by a score of 7-0. Let's take a 30-second break. More football right after this. The scoring drive, and our chief statistician and genius and number cruncher has all the numbers on that.
And I qualify for all that because I'm the only one keeping them.
That's
56
right.
yards in 7 plays, took 3 minutes and 17 seconds. And in those 56 yards, Deshaun Willis got 19, and then 14, that is 33, and 9 is 42 yards of the 56, and that's like old times.
That's a good chunk of yardage there. So the Bulldogs lead at 7-0 and get ready to kick it away now. And Madison County will have one man standing way deep down around the 3-yard line. Apparently they've seen the game film on our kicker here. Standing around the 3-yard line is Sanders, the quarterback. They wear many hats on this football team. There's the kick. High one, going to come down kind of short around the 20-yard line, and it'll be brought back up across the 25.
Oh, whoa, Lord.
Who did that? Somebody slammed him to the ground at around the 30-yard line.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witt.
Thomas Monroe had the ball, and he had the ground under him for a while, and then it was right up beside him for some reason or another.
He's lucky it's not inside him.
Oh, gosh. All right. Madison County goes on offense. 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. They'll line up with 2 men in the backfield, 1 in the slot, 1 man split to each side. Sanders, the quarterback, looks over the Winder-Barrow defense, takes the snap, going to turn around and give it to the tailback. Coming around this side, got some running room, across the 40, 30, 55, 50-yard line, rather, close to the 50. There is no 55. This isn't Canadian football. Got across the 45 to about the 47-yard line, just shy of midfield.
That's their biggest offensive play.
Who is that, Patterson? Showing some speed out there.
Yeah.
All right, Madison County will bring it up to the line. Doubles, well, actually 1 in the slot, 2 in the backfield, 1 split to each side. Sanders with a snap. Going to give it to number 2 in the backfield there, and they're going to drag him down for a loss. And that was, number 2 was Fred Howard. And he's going to lose a couple of, well, actually more like 5 or 6 yards there.
And Witt again on the stop. And Ramson is playing with a lot of emotion out there.
So a loss on the play all the way back to about the 42, 43-yard line for Madison County. Back in their own territory here. 2nd down. 1 man in the slot, 2 men in the backfield, 1 split to each side for the Raiders. There's the snap, going to give it to the fullback. He's hit immediately, may get a yard or 2, and that's about it. That's Cowart, I believe, on the carry. Ransom Witt on the stop. They got the ball up to, well, let's see, they spotted it about the 44-yard line. So they actually only got about a yard on that play.
3rd down and 13 with 5:13 to go in the first half. Winder-Barrow leading 7-0.
We went through a scoreless first quarter, and then Winder-Barrow's actual starting backfield got into the game and put together a quick drive, and now Winder-Barrow leads at 7-0. 1 man in the backfield, 2 men in the slots, 1 split to each side. There's a snap. Stewart going to go back to pass. Looking, throws it long. It is going to be tipped and incomplete. Intended receiver was number 6, Daniel Cowart, out of the backfield. And Cowart got a hand on it but couldn't hang on to it. And it'll be 4th down and long for the Madison County Raiders, and they'll kick it away.
And that is Reynolds deep.
Number 43 for Madison County will do the kicking chores. That's Minish. Puts his foot into it. Not very high kick, but going to come down to about the 30 and then bounce sideways and roll out of bounds inside the 30. So the Bulldogs will have it somewhere in the area of their own 27 or 28-yard line.
And Chris Harris and Patrick Adamson going back out there. So Willis and Pope stay on the sideline, at least for the start of the series.
Well, I wouldn't think that we would see them, either of them, a lot tonight. I formation for the Bulldogs. There's a snap. Going to give it to the fullback, and he's across the 30, about the 31. Adamson on the carry. Gain of a couple of yards there.
Gain of yards, 2nd and 30.
4:17, 4:16. Clock rolling here in the first half. 2nd down and about 8 for the Bulldogs. I formation. There's a snap. Going to give it to the tailback, Harris. Harris goes forward to about the 35-yard line off tackle. So a gain of about 3 or 4 there.
Buddy Chris looked like a little water bug that time. He was protecting the football, just finding little seams in that defense, and got a big gain.
That was about a 4 or 5 yard pickup there. So yeah, it was give him 5 on that play. Call it third down and about 4 here. A very young team on the field right now for the Bulldogs. There's a snap. Give it to Harris again, and he goes over the 35 to about the 37. And it still looks like he's going to be just shy of first down yardage. Let's see where they spot it. Well, let's see. Now the official finally puts it down. And it may be close enough to measure. Let's see. They're going to bring the chains out and measure it.
Looks short from my angle. But they're going to go for it even if it is short, I think.
Stretch the chains out, and it's going to be short. About a little better than a foot. Or 8 5/8 inches, according to PA announcer Penn McWhorter. I understand he has a gauge that he holds up when they pull the chain out, and he can measure that. Yeah. Okay. 4th down, and the Bulldogs going for it here on a 4th down and about a foot, a little better than a foot there. Musser brings him up to the line, I formation behind him. Long snap count to maybe just be going to try to draw him offside. Let's see what happens here. Apparently it's not working. Winder-Barrow calling for timeout. So the Bulldogs take their final timeout in the first half with 2 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the first half. Winder-Barrow leads it by a score.
Last week, Winder-Barrow defense did not jump, and Madison County also knew what was up.
Everett goes in to kick it away, and I believe that's probably Sanders again, standing around his 30-yard line to take the kick. Yep.
A fake would not be out of the question here.
There's a snap and the kick. Whoa, nice long kick there. It's going to drive Sanders all the way back to the 20-yard line, and he'll just hold it right there at the 20. So a long booming punt, and Madison County will have the ball on their own 20-yard line with about, 2 minutes to go here?
2:43.
2:43. Let's see, we went to a press box somewhere this year where I didn't have to fall out the window to see the clock. I can't remember that.
Wasn't many of them.
No, not many.
A lot of Winder folks here. Good to see the crowd come back this week. We were slim pickings in Stevens County. Of course, that's a long ride, and it was cold, but good to have the fans back over here.
All right, 2 men in the backfield for Madison County. One in the slot man in motion to give it to the fullback, and he drives into the line and gets maybe a couple of yards in there. Kirk on the carry for Madison County. Picks up about 3 yards, call it 2nd down and 7. And the clock continues to run here.
Down to 2:20.
2nd down and 7 for the Raiders. 2 men in the backfield, 1 in the slot. 1 split out to each side for the Raiders. There's a snap. Going to give it to the fullback again. He's hit at the line and gets maybe a yard.
Andy
and
Teal.
Maybe not.
I don't think he got anything. Ran into big number 67. Andy said, "Not today, sir."
So a loss on the play. Let's see where they spot it. About a half a yard loss there. So it's 3rd down and a long 7 now. You still got to get up to the 30-yard line for a first down.
1:40 to play in the first half. Winder-Barrow leading 7-0.
Here come the Raiders with a 3rd down situation.
Think they'll put it up?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't think they will.
Double slot formation, 1 man split wide to each side. They have thrown out of this formation, but they've also run out of this formation. Back, going to try a reverse.
Oh, ran from Witt.
Didn't work. They gave it to Patterson. Patterson tried to go around the other corner, and they caught him, and a loss on the play of about 2 yards. It's 4th down and 9 now.
Witt and Armour, the 2 linebackers, have been very, very active.
They have done their homework on this Madison County team, and they know exactly what they're doing. And so far, for the most part, have been able to stop them. I think they've had, what, 2 plays for good gains?
Yep. One went for 17 yards. And there's another one somewhere, but I don't see a one for 10.
There's the snap and the kick. Not a very high one, but a pretty good sailing kick. Going to come down around the 45-yard line. Reynolds trying to get away from the crowd. Finally does so. He's across the 50, 45 to the 40, and he's going to be tripped up at around the 34-yard line. So a good return for Maddox. And the Bulldogs are in Madison County territory here. So now let's see which offense will come into this thing. I see the starting backfield coming into this one.
27 seconds to play in the first half.
So we've got Willis and Pope and Musser, the quarterback. And we'll see what they do here. High formation, 2 men split to the near side for the Bulldogs. Musser takes it, gonna go back to pass with it, looking, throws it, got a man out there, Reynolds caught it and falls at the 15-yard line. He was very well covered. The ball was slightly overthrown. He came back to it and made an outstanding catch on the 15-yard line. Bulldogs will line up without a huddle. They have no timeouts left, remember. All right, there goes the whistle. They bring him up to the line. There's a snap, and he'll spike the ball. So we've got 16.2 seconds left. The clock stops with the incomplete pass. And we'll see what the Bulldogs do here. They may try to go into the end zone one time before kicking it. If they can get it into the end zone, they don't have to worry about it except for the extra point. So we'll see here what happens. The Bulldogs have no timeouts left. They used all 3 of their timeouts in the half here. And it is they started bringing the water cans out, and you can't do that. This is not a timeout. So they send them back off to the side.
They also sent Harris and Adamson back into the ball game.
Well, let's see. Yeah, they did. So let's see what's going to happen here. I detect a pass to the end zone. There's a snap. Musser back to pass. Looking. Throws it. Got a man wide open out there. Touchdown. Reynolds was all by himself in the end zone. And he just stood there and played center field and caught the ball. And the Bulldogs are on the scoreboard again. Michael Reynolds went back deep in the end zone. Nobody around him anywhere. So the Bulldogs on top by a score of 13-0. And Borders comes in for the extra point attempt. D. Hunter, is that right? D. Hunter?
Is D. Miller.
Okay. There's a snap. It's down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 9.3 seconds to go in the first half, Winder-Barrow leads by a score of 14-0. Let's take a 30-second break. More football after this. Time I've noticed it's in the program is D. Hunter. Okay. But D. Miller is the holder on the extra point attempts and field goal attempts there.
34-yard drive for the Bulldogs on 1, 2, 3 plays. And the score came with 9.3 seconds to play in the first half, 14-0.
All right, they're ready to kick it away. Everett puts his foot into it. Sailing kick going to come down and bounce at the 10, be picked up at the 5 by Sanders. Brings it up to the 20, 25. Got a little gap and a seam, and they close it up real quick on him. It'll fall down at about the 30, 32-yard line. So Madison County will have it with 2.3 seconds. I guess that'll give them time for one play, and then halftime will approach.
And we'll try to get the homecoming queen's name for you at the half and give it to you when we start this third quarter. Or maybe you radio folks can find out earlier than that.
There's a good possibility. All right, 2-point-something seconds to go in the first half. Madison County with one play. I would think they'd go to the air this time, but I could be wrong. There's a snap, and quarterback's going to give it to the fullback, and he's going to get a couple of yards, and the half will wind down right there. So that's the end of the first half of tonight's game with your score. Speaking is a pass, even though there was no way that was going to be a complete pass. Yep. All right, the Bulldogs will be kicking off to Madison County to start the second half here. And I would bet that's Sanders. Yep, it is. Sanders standing around his 5-yard line. And Madison County at times has shown us a little bit there. Sanders has some speed at quarterback position. And Patterson lines up in the slot position a couple of times. He's broken a couple of runs here. So they do have some speed. But they are definitely behind in the depth department. They only have about 29 guys on the roster to start with here.
I want to say congratulations to Amy Ledbetter, the homecoming queen 1997, crowned at halftime.
Winder-Barrow ready to kick it off. There's the kick. Nice long kick, going to come down at around the 5-yard line, taken by Sanders right there up to the 15 to the 20. Breaks across the 30, got some running room to the outside, and somebody catches him from behind around the 32-yard line. And Red Raiders will go on offense right there.
Ramson Witt on the stop that time for the Bulldogs. He must have 100 tackles tonight.
At least. No, it couldn't be that much because they haven't had it that many times on offense.
That's true, too.
Got to be close, though. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. They only have 2 first downs, I believe, in this game so far. They'll line up in a double slot formation. Sanders, the quarterback, looks over the Winder-Barrow defense. Long snap count. Motion man comes in motion there. They give to the tailback, to the fullback, and he's hit behind the line. And the quarterback ends up with the football.
I think he wanted to give it to Kirk, the fullback, but Kirk ran into Patrick Adamson, and quarterback capped it, and Kejo Hillman came back and knocked him down.
So a loss on the play, back to the 30-yard line. 2nd down, 12. Loss of 2 on the play.
Adamson playing a good defensive game, too.
Yep.
As are all the Winder-Barrow players. They've got a shutout going. You can't play much better than that.
This is true. Double slot formation again for the Raiders. The tailback is Kirk, number 15. And Winder-Barrow moves. There will be a flag down and probably a 5-yard penalty against Winder-Barrow. Bulldogs probably anticipating the snap count just a touch there. And I believe that at one point in this game, and possibly even now for Madison County, the total of penalty yardage may be a little bit better than their total offense at this point.
At 10:55 to play in the 3rd quarter, Winder-Barrow leading here early in the 2nd half by a score of 14-0.
Double slot formation on 2nd down and about 7 for the Raiders. Sanders back to pass, rolling out, looking downfield. Now he's in a bit of trouble, throws it on the run, and it's incomplete. I was trying to find out who the nearest player to was. I guess it was number 2, the closest guy to it for Madison County. That's Fred Howard. Pass is incomplete as Howard was very well covered.
3rd down and what?
About 7. Well, closer to 8, really. Ball is right on the 35-yard line. They've got to get to the 43. Line up everybody in close. 2 men in the backfield. 1 split to the near side, 1 in the slot. Again on the near side. Sanders with the snap and the whistle is blowing.
Probably going to be delay of game.
Looks that way. They're taking a long time on that snap count, and they may have taken too long that time. So a 5-yard delay of game penalty against the Raiders, and that'll move it back to inside the 30-yard line again. They're actually right on the 30-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down and about 12 again.
A 3rd and 12, as we say in South Carolina.
Don't get me started.
Chamaquil.
All right. 3rd down play. There's a snap. Going to give it to the fullback, and that is Kirk again on the carry, and he's going to get maybe a yard or 2 back to the original line of scrimmage. And it'll be 4th down, and Madison County will punt it away. So the Bulldogs offense gets ready to go back on the field. In the meantime, Maddox standing at around his 35-yard line awaiting the kick. There's a snap and the kick. Not a very high one, kind of a low kick. A line drive taken by Reynolds. He's trying to find the wall. Now he goes back to the other side. Goes up the middle in between a couple of guys. Got some running room and it's tripped up at around the 50-yard line. A little confusion as to which way the return was supposed to be set up. Came to this side, then went back to the other side, then decided to go up right in between the hash marks and still got back up to the 50-yard line. They spotted just shy of the 50 at Winder-Barrow 49. And the Bulldogs go back on offense right there. First offensive series for the Bulldogs in this half. They lead it by a score of 14-0, and they'll come out with Willis and Pope in the running back positions. There's a snap. Give us to Pope. He's across the 50 down to about the 49 of Madison County. Gain of a couple or three on the play.
And that was just a straight dive play. I don't think it was an option read. They maybe wanted to try to soften up Madison County inside again.
You soften him up a little bit, and then you'll send Willis through there, and he sort of rips right through him.
Brian Pope can soften you up, too.
Yeah, he can. All right, they'll split two out to the near side. There's a snap. Going to pitch it back to Willis. Willis is across the 50 down to the 45. They trip him up down there. So they'll spot it on about the 44-yard line. It'll be third down and about 2.5 or 3.
What Winder-Barrow would like to do, buddy, and this is not trying to be overconfident, but they would love to score here 2 quick ones and get Pope and Willis out of the ball game for the rest of the night.
Well, they may take them out after if they scored one more, possibly. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. They'll line up with a full house backfield. Give it to Willis, the tailback. Willis will be close to first down yardage, close to the 40. And it will depend on the spot, but it looks like he's got it.
Good job by the offensive line to clear a hole off that right side for Willis.
Apparently the official's not convinced. They're going to bring it out and measure it. So it's 4th and a dab. I think they ought to go for this. I mean, hey, it's just a dab.
Yeah, they're going for it.
Winder-Barrow with a 14-0 lead. And a 4th down and just about an inch or so situation here. Officials start the clock rolling. Bulldogs line up everybody in close. Full house backfield. There's a snap. And quarterback keeper straight ahead, and he'll be down to the 40, and that's it. So first down for the Bulldogs. And that was a straight quarterback keeper, too. I think the only 2 people that knew about that play was the center and the quarterback. And Caleb Musser comes out limping, and he is mad because he is limping.
Don't forget he got the bad ankle and could not walk to the sideline. Musser falls down. They're about the hash mark. He hurt that ankle at North.
Eventually, one of these days, we'll get the entire backfield back to 100%. I'm confident that this will happen eventually. All right, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Miller, the quarterback. Power I formation. They give it to the tailback, Willis. Willis across the 40 and twists and turns down to around the 35-yard line before he's brought down. Takes a while to get the pile unpiled. That's one thing interesting about it, too. Willis carried the football, and the lead blocker was Pope right in front of him. And when they unpiled the pile, the last 2 people on the bottom of the pile were Pope and Willis.
I think Caleb probably got his foot stepped on in that pile on that quarterback keeper. I don't know that he turned it, but he sure might have got it stepped on or kicked. They're working on it down on the bench. Laura Powell's down there with it.
2nd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. Power I again. There's a snap. Going to give it to Willis again. Willis is going to break to the outside into the 20 and to the 30 rather. And first down yardage possibly there, depending on where they spot it. Looked like he was about to break open on that one, and somebody got him. But just shy of the first down yardage, about a yard shy there.
Yeah, going to be 2nd down and 3rd down is short.
3rd and little bitty.
Willis starting to move laterally pretty good now. And as we were saying in the first half, he was very tentative on that ankle to begin with, just testing out. But I think he's pretty confident with it right now. But as we say that, he's limping a little bit.
Be careful. Be very, very careful. Power I again. 3rd down, short yardage. Give it to, well, let's see. Give it to Pope. Pope is inside the 30 down to the 25. And first down for the Bulldogs.
65, Daniel Smith, over the top.
So the Bulldogs keep the drive moving and get deeper into Madison County territory, down to the 24-yard line. First and 10 for Winder-Barrow right there. And Dr. Huff and the trainer is taking a look at Caleb Musser over on the sideline on the bench.
They got ice they're going to put on it.
Yeah. There's a snap. Next play. Back to pass is Miller looking. Throws it. It is incomplete. That was like bounced in the numbers there. Worst place in the world to hit somebody. And it was intended for Jamie Hudson. Hudson couldn't hold on to it, so the incomplete pass, second down and 10.
I think the defensive back got a hand on it too.
Hudson checks out, and Rafe Treadwell goes in.
Lackey.
Yeah, I saw Lackey coming out too.
Okay, he's out. All right.
High formation, two men split to the far side, one on the near side. There's a snap, and the give is to Willis. Willis dives across the 25, down close to the 20-yard line. And a gain of about 4 on the play. Call it third down and 6. Down to 5:42 to go in the third quarter. We already went through halftime, didn't we? Let's not do that again. And the Bulldogs, not only are they putting together a drive here, but they're chewing a lot of clock up here. Now the officials, nope, Winder-Barrow wants to take a timeout. So the Bulldogs call a timeout.
And Winder-Barrow with a 2-touchdown lead now and driving the football. A little bit different than the North Gwinnett situation.
Definitely. A lot different, really. Third down and about 6 to go here for the Bulldogs, getting down into Madison County territory. Possibility of getting into field goal range at this point. They'll line up in a power I. D. Miller, the quarterback. There's a snap. He's going to pitch it out to Willis. Willis tries to get to the outside. Now he cuts back to the inside. He's inside the 20, down to about the 15-yard line. But we'll have to wait and see whether or not he got enough for the first down. And Madison County has a player slow to get up. Well, let's see. It's going to be fourth and about 1.5 yards. Ball is just outside the 15. And we'll see what the Bulldogs do on fourth down here.
Rafe Treadwell checks into the lineup, so they're going to go for it.
Treadwell comes in, Reynolds comes out. And a fourth down and less than 2, about 1 yard, 1.5 yards for the Bulldogs. Everybody in close. And a Winder-Barrow player moved, and there goes the flag. That hurt. That'll be a 5-yard penalty against Winder-Barrow. So instead of a fourth and 1.5, it's now fourth and about 6.5, or yeah, about 6.5. Now what do we do? Well, let's see.
They're still going to go for it.
Looks that way. Let's see. Patrick Adamson going in. And Brian Pope comes out. And Adam Clack goes back in. I formation, one man split to each side for the Bulldogs. There's a snap. Pitch it back, and they try to reverse, and they give it to Reynolds coming around this side. Miller throws a block, breaks him open. He's inside the 20, down to the 15. Still going down to about the 12-yard line, and that should be enough for a first down. Good block through there by the quarterback, D. Hunter. Well, they got him D. Hunter listed in the program. D. Miller. That's the first time I've noticed that in the program this year. But it's a big first down for the Bulldogs on a 4th and 6.5 play. They got the first down. And the ball spotted at about the 12 or 13-yard line.
They pitched it to Willis, trying to get the pursuit going after him, and he handed it back off.
I formation again for the Bulldogs. One man split to each side. Miller with the snap. Gonna give it to Adamson. Adamson inside the 10, down to about the 6-yard line. And pickup of about 5 on the play. And Adamson checks out now.
And I don't know who lined up at right guard while on that play, but they were like super quick. My goodness. That's number 60 out there. Is that Chad Gaddis?
60, yeah, Chad Gaddis.
He was quick.
There's a snap. Going to give it to, let's see, Pope is in there, and Pope into the end zone for the touchdown. Brian Pope picks up another touchdown. The Bulldogs go on top by a score of 20-0. And they'll try the extra point here. Borders will come in to kick it through there. Bulldogs leading it by a score of 20-0. With 3:07 to go in the third quarter. Miller will hold the ball for the kick. There's the snap. It's down. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 3:07 to go in the third quarter, Winder-Barrow leads it by a score of 21-0. We'll take a 30-second break. More football right after this. Winder-Barrow Bulldogs lead it by a score of 21-0 after a very long drive.
That drive,
consuming wise anyway.
Yeah, 51 yards was all, but it took 13 plays and 6 minutes and 35 seconds off the clock, and now it's 21-0, and some of the crowd confidently heads for the exit.
All right. Everett gets ready to kick it away for the Bulldogs. Sanders standing around his 5-yard line waiting for the kick.
I had noticed it until his dad pointed it out to him at halftime that Ty was kicking off tonight.
Long kick, going to come down at around the, well, about the 7-yard line. Sanders takes it there. He's up across 30. Got some running room, breaks to the outside. They'll spin him down at around the 45-yard line. Sanders has some speed, and they've got some pretty good blocking on the kickoff team. They are dangerous on kickoffs.
Sanders, an athlete, he almost broke that.
All right, ball is on the 45-yard line of Madison County. Raiders take over on offense. Sanders brings him up to the line, double slot formation behind him. One man split out to the far side. There's a snap, going to give it to the fullback. He's hit immediately at the line and pushed back. Might have gotten a yard forward progress before they shoved him back. Ball carrier number 15, Brad Kirk.
Ramson Wood on the stop again.
How many times have you called that name tonight?
Man, he has played a ball game.
He's done that for like the last 3 weeks in a row. It's almost every tackle he's there. If he's not the lead tackler, he's in on it. Very busy guy.
How many tackles on the year, you may ask, does Ramson Wood have?
Okay, I'll ask. How many?
72 solos.
Double slot formation on second down. There's a snap, and they're going to try to give it to number 22 to come around the end, and that didn't work. Patterson will go down for a loss as he is tackled behind the line.
Kejo Hillman penetrated, played his position, stayed home, and made the stop on the reverse.
So it's third down and about 12.
Witt came into this ball game with 72 solo tackles on the year.
And he's got a few to add to it tonight.
And the next closest guy's got, I think, 35.
Double slot formation again. There's the snap. Back to pass to Sanders, looking, throws it, and it's going to be tipped and complete. Did he catch it? Yeah. No?
Adam Clack made the interception.
Intercepted. Well, they were scrambling for it when they went down. I couldn't tell who came up with the football.
A lot of people went up for it.
There was one Madison County player that was number 12, I believe. Thomas Monroe was there, and two Winder-Barrow players. One of them was Clack, who came away with it. So the Bulldogs go back on, well, let's see. No, it appears that Madison County does have the football.
They did give it to it.
Yeah. So it was not an interception. Double slot formation, a long first down after the pass play for Madison County. There's the snap. Give us to the fullback. He's hit immediately at the line, and they stack him up right there on the 30.
I thought sure Adam Clack came down with the football.
I thought the Madison County player had it, but I couldn't tell after they went down below the guy standing on the sideline there. I couldn't tell what happened after that. And we have an officials timeout here. They have a helmet problem. Second down and about 8.
And that was a great catch if Madison County came down with it, because there were about 3 red shirts there. 35 seconds to play in the quarter.
One man in the backfield, one in the slot, 2 split to the far side. There's a snap. Back to pass to Sanders. Going to roll out to the near side now. Got a room to run. He's down around the 20 and down to the 15-yard line. He is an athlete. He basically rolled out what looked like a naked bootleg and just came down the side with it, and they finally wrapped him up at about the 15-yard line. First down. Well, they put it at the 14, so it's a 1st and 10 for Madison County at the Winder-Barrow 14-yard line, and the Raiders are knocking on the door.
May not get this play away down to 10 seconds in the quarter, and I don't think they're going to try to get it away.
Well, they've got some people shuffling in and out, so I doubt very seriously they'll get off. Clock down to 0. That is the end of the third quarter. After 3 quarters of play, Winder-Barrow leads it by a score of 21-0. Let's after this play, Madison County with a 1st down and 10 from the 13-yard line, and we're having some problems getting the chain set. They got them pointing in the wrong direction or something or another. Well, there we go. They had it set right, and the official said, no, that's not right, and the other one says, yeah, it is. So, well, I think, the chain are still not set. Anyway, they're ready to play, and they're going to snap the football. The quarterback's going to keep it himself, and he is hit behind the line and will lose a yard or 2 there.
Jarvis champion on the stop that time for the Bulldogs.
He tried to make the handoff, but there was just too many crowded around the guy who was supposed to get the handoff, so the quarterback decided to keep it himself, and he might have gotten a half a yard there. Call it 2nd down and 9.5. Let's see here. Where did we get to? The Double G sponsors. Yeah, well, I don't think we're going to be able to do it while we're playing here. Double slot formation with 2nd down and 9 for the Raiders. There's a snap. Going to give it to, quarterback going to keep it and pitch out at the last minute, and they'll bring him down behind the line. Another loss on the play, and making the tackle that time was Shannon Faulkner.
Up from the secondary to make the hit, read the option very well.
Red and black sponsors are Animal Care Center of Swanee, Barrow Homes Incorporated, Barrow Manufacturing Company, Burger King, Butler Shaving, Century 21 Heritage Realty, Columbia Barrow Medical Center, Conveying Solutions, Farmers Prescription Shop, and Health Therapeutics Company. Also John Manville, O'Neill Broach and Steel, Peach State Productions, Pilgrim's Auto Repair Incorporated, Smith Funeral Home, Stu and Lisa Stewart, Trimco Homes, Warren Massey, State Representative, WIMO, and Winder Tire and Wheel. 3rd down play coming up, 3rd and about 11.5. Double slot formation for the Raiders. Sanders with the snap, back to pass, looking, throwing, got a man out there. It's going to be incomplete, and flags down. And I don't know, that was a close one. May have to look at the replay on that one.
Going to call interference on somebody.
Don't know who. Let's see. Wait for the official word here. Pass interference against Winder-Barrow. Actually, it looked like the ball had hit the player and bounced away before the Winder-Barrow player made contact.
I think that's what it was, too, and so does Bullet Steve over here.
Yeah. So, in my book, I think that would go as a questionable call. But at any rate, Madison County will have a 1st down and goal at the 8-yard line. So a 1st and goal for the Raiders. Double slot formation. Sanders with the snap. Going to roll out with it, keep it himself, turn it up, and he's going to go inside the 5, down to the end zone. No word from the officials yet. Let's see. Still no indication. Apparently he did not get in the end zone.
Let's don't forget, just 2 weeks ago, this Madison County team scored 21 points against Stevens County.
It's going to be 2nd down and goal from the 1-yard line, actually inside the 1-yard line. Raiders bring it up to the line on 2nd down and goal. Again with a double slot formation. There's a snap. They'll try pushing it straight ahead, and I don't think he's going to be able to get there. He may have lost a yard.
Michael Inglesby said he didn't make it.
Well, he should know. He was standing right there.
Let me look. Nope, didn't make it.
So it's going to be 3rd down and still a yard. Well, actually, they say he did make a couple of inches there, but it's still 3rd and goal. So let's see. The straight ahead approach didn't work. Let's see what they're going to try next. Taking a long time in the huddle.
Sure,
3rd down and go.
Delay penalty right here. Nope.
There's a snap and into the end zone. Touchdown. So Madison County, with the aid of a, to say the least, questionable pass interference play, they are in the end zone for their first points of the night, and that'll make it 21-6.
That was an impressive drive, though, by Madison
Very much
County.
so. They'll come in and try the extra point attempt now. John Bridges to try to kick this one through. There's a snap. It's down. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 8:51 left to play in the football game, Winder-Barrow's lead is cut down a little bit with Madison County's Rome Palunk, Russell and Mingledorf, Russell, Stale, Smith, and McLaughlin, Treadwell Battery Sales, Winder Auto Parts, and Winder Eye Care Center. Madison County lining up to kick it off, looking like another onside kick attempt here. Let's see if they mortar fire it. There they do. And it's going to go out of bounds. Went out of bounds at around the 33-yard line. So it'll be interesting to see where they put this one. I guess on the 35.
That scoring drive by Madison County, buddy, went, 55 yards, 11 plays, in 6 minutes and 9 seconds on the clock. The last 2 offensive series have taken almost 13 minutes, 6:35 for Winder in the touchdown, 6:09 for Madison in their touchdown.
I formation for the Bulldogs. Running backs are Adamson and Harris. Adamson with the football. He's across the 35 to about the 37-yard line where he's brought down off tackle. Gain of a couple or 3 yards on the play. Give him 3, call it 2nd down and 7. Well, they move it back now.
And 8:33 to go. Winder-Barrow leading 21-7.
Nice long drive here would just pretty much eat the rest of the clock up and wound this thing up. I formation on 2nd down for the Bulldogs. 1 man split wide to each side. There's the snap. And the pitch back is to Harris. Harris around the 40 to about the 42-yard line when he's knocked out of bounds. D. Miller still the quarterback. Caleb Musser injured an ankle. I don't know if it's a re-injury or something new or what, but injured his ankle on the last series that he was in. And he is lying on the bench on the sideline with ice on his ankle there. So we probably will not be seeing him the rest of the night. 3rd down at about 3 for the Bulldogs. They'll line up. Well, let's see now. They've got one guy on each side split out. I formation behind the quarterback, Miller. There's a snap. Going to give it to the fullback, Adamson. And he is across the 45 and should have enough for the 1st down. Depending on the spot of the football. Well, let's see. Yep, it is a 1st down. So that keeps the drive going and keeps the clock rolling.
Yep, a big one.
First down for the Bulldogs. All at the 45-yard line. I formation, 1 man split out to each side. Miller with a snap. Gives it to the fullback. We got flags all over the place, and they blow the whistles.
That'll be procedure against Winder-Barrow, I believe.
You You are correct, O Learned One. Winners of the fundraiser for the boosters, 100 gallons of gas from Patrick's Fina. Winner was Jack Payne of Winder. The 25-inch Sharp TV from Best Buys, Christy Freeman was the winner. The Husqvarna blower from my company, Preston Properties Incorporated, Susie's Unique Gifts, and Town and Country Furniture. First down, 15 for Winder-Barrow after the penalty. One-man split wide to each side, I formation behind Miller, the quarterback. There's a snap, another flag down, and they'll stop the play before it goes anywhere.
A lot of second,
moved quick there.
Yeah, a lot of second teamers out there, and Miller, the quarterback, and still got Harris and Adamson behind him, but some people jumping on the offensive line, they don't get a chance to play a lot, and they're a little bit anxious, and you can understand that.
And the 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 20 now. They back it up to the 35-yard line. And these guys really haven't had a lot of reps snapping the ball as a unit, so they may be just a little bit off time here. I formation, 2-men split to the near side for the Bulldogs on 1st and 20. Pitch back is to Harris. Harris tries to get around the end, up across the 35, close to the 40-yard line where he's taken down. And that'll make it 2nd down and about 16 or 17. And the Bulldogs' main concern right now is chewing as much time off the clock as possible.
Down to 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Winder-Barrow leading 21-7.
Bulldogs next week go back on the road again. They'll travel to West Hall High School, just the other side of Oakwood, Georgia. That'll be coming up next Friday night. 2nd down, about 16 or 17. I formation. There's a snap. Miller back to pass, looking. Throws it. Got a man over there. It is going to be, incomplete. And a little bit close play there. Steven Sanders, the quarterback, was covering on the play as the defender. And the intended receiver for Winder-Barrow was number 23, Adam Clack, and they were real close together right there. But the ball falls incomplete, and it'll be 3rd down and about 16 or 17. I think it's closer to 17. I formation again, split outs, 1 to each side. Miller looks over the Madison County defense. There's a snap. Going to pitch it back to Harris. Harris tries to come around the end, in trouble, and he's going to go down with a loss on the play of a couple of yards. And the Bulldogs will have to kick it away.
First punt of the second half. Ty Everett's back there. He had a good one to end the first half, or late in the first half.
He'll be standing at around his 20 to kick it away, and Sanders will be standing at around his 35 to receive it. If it's a good punt, he may have to backpedal. There's a snap. Good snap. They're coming after it. There's the kick. Got it away, and a fair catch called for, and they catch it back at about the 29-yard line. And again, he was under some stress when he kicked that one away. They were coming after it that time. Madison County will have the ball at their own 30-yard line with 5:08 to go in the game. Winder-Barrow holding on to a 21-7 lead. And again, the Bulldogs have had only limited play from the starting backfield, and as a matter of fact, they are without the use of Caleb Musser. Now Caleb is up off the bench. I don't know where he went.
They wrapped his ankle. I saw him wrapping it.
Sanders is rolling out to pass, still looking, and he's going to be sacked. The ball is loose. Scramble for it. Let's see who's got it. Winder-Barrow says they've got it. Let's see. We'll wait for the official word. No, apparently Madison County got it back. A loss on the play of about 2 yards, so it's 2nd down and 12. Musser put his shoe back on, and he's up walking around. 2nd down and 12 for Madison County. They'll line up in a double slot formation. And some movement and the flags fly. The offsides against Winder-Barrow. You know, it used to be that you had to make contact before that was a penalty, and if you got back before the snap, you were okay. And this year, the way they've been calling it, if you so much as move in there into the neutral zone, they throw the flag. All right, after the penalty, it's going to be second down and 7 now for the Raiders. There's a snap, going to give it to the fullback. Nope, pitch back, and the ball is loose. This time, Winder-Barrow has it.
That Adamson?
I believe so.
Patrick Adamson with the fumble recovery. Is that who it was, Steve?
Yep, Patrick Adamson with the fumble recovery. And the quarterback kept it himself and was going to pitch it back to number 22, Patterson. And the pitch was errant and went loose. And Winder-Barrow recovers. And the Bulldogs offense goes back on the field. Miller stays in at the quarterback position. The running backs are Adamson and I believe, let's see. The give is to Adamson. Adamson breaks across the 15 down to about the 12-yard line. I think the tailback is number 33, Chris Rogers.
Chef Begg said Rogers might see some action tonight. He looked good in the last junior varsity game they played.
They moved the ball down to the 12-yard line, a 1st and 10 for Winder-Barrow right there. Bulldogs with an extremely young backfield in the game right now. And we have a timeout called here. An official's timeout, apparently.
43 going off, holding his arm from Madison County.
All right, so apparently an injury or a scratch or something like that, so they'll send him to the sideline. And Madison County brings in another player, and the Bulldogs go back to the huddle. 1st and 10 from about the 12-yard line. Miller brings him up to the line. I formation behind him, one-man split wide to each side. There's a snap. And he's going to give it to Adamson. Adamson is met at the 10-yard line and pushed back, so he got maybe a yard or two there. Let's see where they spotted here. It looks like they're going to put it right on the 10-yard line. Oh, actually, might not have gotten to the 10-yard line. Give him 1 yard on the play. Well, give him 1.5. It's almost 2. I formation again behind Miller. There's a snap. Give is again to Adamson. He is across the 10 down to around the 7. And the Bulldogs just running the clock here. Down to 2:30 to go in the football game. Third down and about 5.5, almost 6 for the Bulldogs. I formation on 3rd down for the Bulldogs, 1 split to each side. Miller with the snap. He's back to pass this time, throwing it into the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown.
Man, it's just not even fair when Reynolds goes up against the defensive back.
Reynolds was covered very well, but still made the catch, as he has done most of the night tonight. And I believe that is the first touchdown pass of the season for Miller. In 3rd or 4th reception-wise for Reynolds, I believe. Porters comes in for the extra point attempt.
That is Reynolds' 2nd, unless he had one earlier tonight.
There's a snap. It's down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. So we've got 1:56 to go in the football game. Winder-Barrow leads it by a score of 28-7. Let's take a 30-second break. More football.
And that is Reynolds' 2nd touchdown of the night and 3rd on the season receiving. And he's played another great football game, catching the football. He's made 2 outstanding catches in traffic.
All righty. Everett set to kick this one away, puts his foot into it. And it's going to come down at around the 12-yard line, taken by Madison County there, bringing it up to the 20, to the 25, almost to the 30-yard line where he's brought down. Winder-Barrow leads it 28-7 with, let's see, 1:43 to go in the football game. Bulldogs will pick up their second win of the year, go to 2-5 overall, and 2-3 in the region. Double slot formation for the Raiders on 1st and 10. Here's a snap. Sanders rolling out, looking to throw it. Throws it. It is complete. No, incomplete. Hit him there, and he had it for a second, but couldn't hang on to it, and then they went out of bounds. The ball was loose, so incomplete pass. That'll make it 2nd down and 10.
That's an entirely a second-team defense out there right now for Winder-Barrow, so a lot of guys getting to play tonight.
And it's a good thing. These guys are going to be expected to play a lot next year, and next year, needless to say, we must remind you that we will be playing in Quad A next year. Double slide formation on 2nd down and 10 for the Raiders. There's a snap. Sanders will roll out to the near side this time. Tuck it down and run with it now. He's up to the 30 and taken out of bounds at around the 30-yard line.
There's that speed of Barry Tanner we were talking about earlier in the ball game. He was a tailback earlier in his career that moved him to linebacker 2 or 3 weeks ago, and that time he showed why.
Well, they keep the clock running. They say he didn't quite get out of bounds, so we're down to 1:20, 1:19 to go in the game. 3rd down and about 8 or 8.5 for Madison County.
Raiders with very little offensive yardage. I hadn't totaled it up, and I don't know if I'll have time before we leave, but not much.
Well, their biggest offensive output of the night was that drive that resulted in their touchdown.
They got less than 100 yards total offense, I would guess.
You're probably right. There's a snap. Sanders back to pass, looking in trouble, and breaks away from it. Now he throws it, and he just throws it away. There's nobody over there at all.
That's got to be grounded.
They're not going to call it, though.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, okay, there he is. He threw it to back. The guy over here standing on the sideline, I sort of expected him to throw it, but he didn't. The guy in the back, the headlinesman, did it.
Jeff Biggs said, unless one of them has infiltrated our sideline, there ain't nobody over here.
And that's going to be an illegal grounding of the football and loss of down. And the penalty will move it all the way back to the 15-yard line and make it 4th down. And they will bring in the punting team. There's the snap and the punt. Pretty good punt there. It's going to come down and bounce it around the 50. Winder-Barrow didn't really have anybody back to receive it just in case it was a fake. It'll roll down to the 43, 44-yard line of Winder-Barrow. And the Bulldogs will go on offense right there with just 30 seconds to kill. Winder-Barrow has a player down at around the 12-yard line.
It might be Everett.
Goes in to take the final snap. Takes the snap, going to hand it off, and diving forward for about a yard or two in there. And I didn't exactly. They want to play another play.
They want another one.
That was good. Let's do that again. These guys, they got some guys in there that haven't played on a high school varsity game ever, and they want to run as many plays as they can. Mulrooney, the quarterback, gets up there, takes a snap, gives it to the tailback, who busts in there around the 48-yard line. And the clock will run down right there. So the Winder-Barrow Bulldogs have picked up their second win of the season by a score of 28-7 over the Madison County Red Raiders.